Hi guys, in today's video we are going to do 10 questions for our mid-year wrap-up. Let's get into it.
Welcome to Tina Wonderfully Made.
Welcome to the channel, you guys. If you are new, I'm Tina from Tina Wonderfully Made. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you can join the Wonderfully Made family. We talk faith, family, and fiction here. If you're returning, welcome back. It is mid-year, you guys, mid-year, and so I decided we're gonna do a little wrap-up. I have some questions here that good old chat gave me, and I'm going to answer them showing books that correspond to the questions. So let's get into it. Now, comment down below if you've done like a mid-year wrap-up reading challenge, or if you've done anything like this so that I can go watch it if I haven't already. But first question, you guys, first question. What's been your favorite book you've read so far this year? Now that one is hard. That one is hard. I have 3. Don't mind the dog. She's like stuck to me like glue, but whatever. I have 3 that I am like, I would recommend these to anybody that would ask me for a good book rec this year. So the first one is The Night Road by Christian Hannah. If you are in for a good cry, if you're a mom, yeah. So this one is talking about a mom that has a set of twins and they're getting older. She's like a real like helicopter mom. She's involved in everything. She puts them in everything because she wants them to stay out of trouble and she wants to like protect them. However, kids are kids. Kids are kids. They're going to do the opposite of what you tell them. Whether it's a good household, not a good household, they're gonna test your gangster for sure. And that's what this book is about. Like, these twins are like, we're too sheltered, let's do some hood rat things with our friends, but something happens and it just tears the whole family apart. I mean, the community is just torn apart. Like, it is so sad, but it's such a good story. I absolutely loved this one. Another one, Yellow Wife by Sadika Johnson. I didn't know what to expect because I went in blind pretty much. I was just going by what the bookish girl vibes were going with, and I was like, okay, I need to read it because everyone's saying it's a great book. Yeah, it was so good. Like, it's talking about what's the character's name? Phoebe Dolores Brown. Now, she's on a plantation. She is just fighting for her life. She ends up having kids, and she is doing mom things. Like, a lot of these books have to do with, like, motherhood, which is crazy, because I did read a lot of books in the month of, was it May, for Mother's Day, based off of, like, motherhood and motherhood aspects. I don't know. But this one, she fought. She was like, you are not about to play about me and my kids. Like, I'm going to do what I need to do to survive. And the thing she went through, Phoebe girl. Yes. So this one was so good. Another one that really surprised me, and this also goes with the second question, which I'll answer in a little bit, but The Bright Years by Sarah DeMoff. Same thing, went in blind, just going by what the book girlies were saying, and I was like, okay, I gotta see what this hype is about. I loved this book. So Ryan and Lillian, they end up falling in love. They had a baby girl, but both of them have some issues, and it's like going back and forth. Like, each one is telling their story, and so good. Like, this is family trauma hardcore. Like, so good. I highly recommend it. So going on to the second question, what book surprised you the most in a good or bad way? So I have two that I don't have physically anymore. Well, I think I have one, I just don't know where it's at, which is Wrong Place, Wrong Time by Jillian McAllister. I did a buddy read with Bryn D. I'll put her info in the description. Love her down. We were both like, the synopsis was given. Like, it was going to be a good book. It started off good. We're like, okay, this is okay. And then it started going off like in a different direction. And we were just like, what? Yeah, we could have did without this one. So that one was like, that one was just not it. I don't know. Let me know if you liked it, if you've read it. Me and Brandy, we were like, yeah, no. Another one that surprised me in a good way was My Lucky Charm by Courtney Walsh. Now, I started reading Courtney Walsh books in December because she has Holidays with Heart. It's a series. There's 3 books in it. And I read the Christmas one in December. And then I read them out of order, but you couldn't even tell. And then I read My Phony Valentine in February. And then I was like, okay, let me read book 2. Called My Lucky Charm. I read it in March and I gave that 5 stars. I loved it so much. It's a clean romance. Like, all of her books are clean romances. I absolutely loved that story so much. I did cry towards the end and I just felt for the characters. So check Courtney Walsh out. If you're looking for a clean, just cute, heartfelt romances, Courtney Walsh is it. Now, another one that surprised me again is The Bright Years. I can't even, I want to reread it eventually, but for sure, definitely a good surprise. Okay, number 3. I'm trying to do this fast because I don't want to be super long because I'm going to keep talking, y'all. Okay, question number 3. What book has made you laugh, cry, or feel the strongest emotions? Now, I'm finishing up my last book for June, which is One of Us is Dead by Geneva Rose. This book has had me cracking up. Like, if you've read it, Olivia, no, not a fan. At least where I'm at. It has not given a twist or anything like that so far, but her tude is not it. I mean, if you got the money and you just want to talk to people all kinds of ways, then she's your girl. But the way she came off on people, no, I don't like her. But I mean, the things that she says is just out of pocket and just catches you off guard. And you're like, girl, you didn't have to say that. And then the way that she went off on one of the characters named Tina, which I feel offended, but she dogged her. Like, she dogged her down. Like, she had me cracking up. So far, I'm having a good time with it. There's no, like, twist or anything. It's just, like, we're trying to figure out what's happening. Now, The Atonement Child. Where is it at? The Atonement Child by Francine Rivers. This one had me crying and in my feelings and had me thinking. So it's about this girl. She's in college and she's engaged to this, guy that's also in college. It's like a Bible college. She ends up getting, and she gets pregnant. Now she's trying to figure out what to do because her family and his family are like, you can't keep it, you guys aren't even married, made her feel bad. So she's like, should I keep the child, should I not? Such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful story. I also say check your trigger warnings because it is a hard topic to read, definitely. And then another one that made me like cry and really think about things was Under the Magnolias by T.I. Lowell. This one was also like, what's gonna happen? This family, I mean, Austin is the main character and her mom passes when she's like a young teenager. I think she's like 13 or something, but she has other siblings. Like there's 8 kids or something like that, and she's one of the oldest. Like, well, actually not really oldest. She has like older brothers, but he's like not all there, and she's having to take care of him, plus step in to take care of the rest of the kids because her father mentally was not helpful. Like he was down in the dumps, and it's a small town. It's like there's a romance in there. There is like redemption. Like, how do you care for someone that you're having to take care of in such a, like, they're such in the dumps. Like, she had to care for her father as well, and he was also the small church pastor. It was absolutely beautiful from the beginning, like from when the mom passed and stuff like that. Oh, I was just like, this is gonna be a good book. So definitely had me in my feels. Okay, number 4. Who's your favorite fictional character you've met this year? Now, a lot of people might think I'm crazy, but this one is going to be a shock. Chris I don't even know what to say. Like, this is like best friends, I don't know, but it's just a trope that a lot of people are like, I'm not reading that because of that trope. So it's what is it, boyfriend's best friend or whatever, like whatever you say. I'm not good with the tropes, okay, y'all? Yeah, so Mike was not the boyfriend, okay? He the way that he treated Larissa was just not it. Like, he forced that relationship. If that's my opinion, you probably think differently, but the way Chris took care of Larissa, even when it was not his job, was just so good to read. Like, I don't know. So that one was like a character that I actually really like. Now this one, Miss Debbie. Dear Debbie by Frida McFadden had me cackling. Debbie is a girl you don't want to mess with, okay? Don't mess with her family because she'll come for you. And I absolutely had a good time with this one. A lot of people have mixed reviews on it. Like, they're saying that this wasn't one of Frida's like best books. I had a good old time with it. Like, do not, like, I don't know if it's because I'm a mom too. Like, don't mess with my kids, okay? Like, Debbie was that girl. So don't mess with Debbie, okay? Okay, now let's see. What has been your biggest reading disappointment so far? Now, as far as books, I'm going to say The Return by Rachel Harrison. It started off good, and I had that book on my TBR. I grabbed it, I think, from Schuler Books here in Grand Rapids. It's an indie bookstore. It was a used book, but I was like, the cover got me, and I couldn't wait to read it. When I did, I was like, okay, bet. It started off real good. And then it just veered off. Like, it ended up just being a weird read. And it was like a paranormal slash, I don't even know, like aliens. I have no clue. I don't even know how to explain it, but it was just weird. So that was my biggest disappointment as far as books go. And then, of course, like Wrong Place, Wrong Time. That was just like, man. But like reading goals and stuff like that, I have been doing okay. I don't know if I have a slight case of ADHD or I don't know what's going on, but I'll start reading and then it's just like, let me put that down. I want to like read or see something on my phone, and then I'll start doing other things. It could be ADHD, I don't know. But I think just my screen time taken away from my reading time is probably another disappointment of mine, but I am going to try my hardest like the second half of this year to have less screen time and more reading, because I have too many books that need to be read. So now, what's the prettiest book cover you've read this year? The prettiest book cover, I would have to say, out of the ones that I've shown so far, because I don't want to keep digging through the books, I love The Night We Met, just because the colors are just pretty. But The Bright Years also has like that watercolor feel. The hands, I don't know if it necessarily goes with the story. It could be, I don't, but just the colors alone. And then I also really like Under the Magnolias, because in the magnolia trees, her hair just blowing in the wind. I mean, it also doesn't really feel like it goes with the story, minus except for the magnolias, because they talk about the trees in the book. But yeah, I don't know. There is like a few, like, beautiful, like her, I love her dress. Yellow is one of my favorite colors. Yeah. Okay, next question. This is question number 7. Which genre have you reached for the most this year? Has it surprised you? I went on Goodreads. No, I went on Fable. And I was actually shocked, because romance was my highest. Even though I say I'm a thriller girl or historical fiction girl, romance was my highest at 15 books, and then historical fiction was second with 9 books read. I don't know. So I guess I'm a romance girly. It's been a change for me, because this year I slowly have been stepping away from like romance that has a lot of explicit scenes and you know, stuff like that. I've never really been a smut girl, but just explicit scenes I am stepping away from, and I'm reading more clean romance, which I'm loving, and I'm finding more authors that write clean romances, so that could be a reason. And I mean, it's summertime. I feel like summer gives, let's read some romance, some fun like romance books. I don't know, but it definitely did surprise me when I opened that up. Okay, number 8. What's one book you think everyone should read based on your reading so far this year? Same thing with like my favorites that I've talked about in the beginning. I do really recommend The Bright Years, but I also highly recommend Yellow Wife, because these 2 books were just so good. I didn't even want to put them down. And yeah, so I would recommend these 2 for sure. If you want historical fiction, or if you want like family trauma, definitely read The Bright Years. Now, number 9. What's the biggest reading goal you're hoping to accomplish during the second half of the year? Which I already talked about, and that's cutting down my screen time to do more reading. And then I also want to find not new characters. I want to, well, that too, but I want to find and discover new authors, at least new to me, new like authors that I don't really hear people talking about too much, because it's so easy to get caught up in, you know, buying the books from, you know, the new, or the authors that have been around, like Frida McFadden, or Abby Jimenez, or who's another one that people talk about a lot? What's her name? There's another one, but I want to find new authors, or at least new to me, that I enjoy. So that's another goal. I want to post more here talking about what I'm reading and all that stuff. So this is, you know, a surprise probably to you that I actually uploaded a video midweek. But yeah. And then What's another one? Like I want to do more vlogs, like me going out to the bookstores and hanging out at the library and talking about what I'm reading instead of like just doing my, you know, TBR videos and all that stuff. So more interaction definitely with my book girlies. So, and then last but not least, if you could reread one book you've already finished this year for the first time again, which would it be? I mean, I don't even know, because I'm looking at all these books. I really did like Bridge to Haven as well by Francine Rivers. I didn't even mention that one, but that was another good book. But as far as doing a reread, I did talk about rereading The Bright Years. This is probably gonna be like the most talked about book in this video, just because it shocked me, and a lot of people did not like it, but so many more did. And since going in blind and just reading, okay, let me see what the hype is, and you know, reading it, I was definitely like shocked at how much I really enjoyed it. And it's not a long story either. I don't know. I would probably say I would probably want to reread this one. So yeah, if you would love to do these, you know, questions and post your own video, I will put the questions in the description. I tag you all. So yeah, I enjoyed like actually going back through my rereads, or like my Fable and my Goodreads, seeing like what books I've read this year that I actually enjoy or did not enjoy. And it makes you just like go back to that time when you were reading it and what the feelings were and all that stuff. I absolutely enjoyed that. So that is my mid-year wrap up. I am shocked that half a year is gone, but I'm excited for the new year, or like the new half of the year. So anyways, with that being said, remember that you're fearfully and wonderfully made. Talk to you later. Bye.